In this video we're going to go across how not to lift with a quick coupler on an excavator. So one thing to consider before lifting is making sure that the lifting equipment is certified for lifting and not damaged. One thing to ensure is that the equipment has its 6-month Lola inspection. This should be done periodically and recorded by the company. So the first thing not to do when lifting with a coupler is to put any kind of chains, sling or any other lifting device in the front hook. This is because it's not retained. Although it does have the front latch, when lifting this could come loose as the machine jerks. There is a lifting eye on the back of the coupler which is specifically for lifting equipment. That should be mounted in there with a shackle. So we can select a suitable size shackle, ensuring that the working load limit on this does not exceed the load we're going to lift, including the lifting equipment. And we can connect that into the lifting eye on the coupler. This coupler is rated for lifting, provided it has its periodic check, which is every 12 months. The working load limit of the coupler is marked on the side of here, but one thing to consider is this may not be the working load limit of the excavator. You should consult the excavator lifting chart to determine what load can be lifted with each specific excavator model. This also needs to take into consideration the weight of the coupler, the weight of any lifting equipment, and obviously the load, and also the positioning of the machine, such as ground instability. Although this coupler does have the working load limit marked on the side of the coupler, this may vary manufacturer to manufacturer. It should also be mentioned on the data plate of the coupler as well, which in this instance is on the inside. One other thing to consider before lifting with a quick coupler is to remove any attachments that are mounted to the quick hitch. The weight of this attachment combined with the coupler and the load you're lifting comes under what the excavator is capable of lifting. So by removing the attachment, you'd actually be able to lift a greater load with more safety. So this is the ideal lifting position for the excavator. So you would ideally want to be lifting over the front with the blade down. This is to maximise the effect of the counterweight. So as you slew the excavator around, you're not going to have the stabilising effect of the blade, and also the tracks are on narrower centres versus turning the machine around. Ideally as well, you want the coupler pointing down so the lifting eye is at the bottom. This is to reduce the load centres and bring it in as close to the machine as possible. So in this position, this is not the ideal position to lift. So you've no longer got the stability of the blade, which would obviously extend out to here when you're lifting over the front. And the tracks are actually much narrower this way as opposed to lengthways of the track base. So you could create a tipping point along this track here. So you want the coupler pointing down. This is to prevent the chains from looping back over any of the mechanism of the coupler, and also to reduce the load centres. So from here to here, you're increasing the load centre away from the machine, whereas pointing down, you bring the load closer to the machine, which actually balances out your lifting capacity. Before commencing any lifting operations, you should check to see if you need any additional qualifications for lifting with an excavator, and also that you've got any relevant risk assessments or RAMS method statements to make sure that what you're doing complies with certain sites. For more information on what not to do with a quick coupler, check out the video here. And if you've got any further questions, don't hesitate to contact us. It's to remove any attach. Oh, that went wrong.